Hello! There's quite a bit of action in Judges. How much do you know about it? Now let's begin. Question 1. Othniel, the first judge of Israel, had a famous older brother. Who was he? Was that Gideon, Eglon, Joshua, or Caleb? And that was Caleb. We're told in Judges chapter 3. Question 2. This man was the second judge of Israel. He thrust a dagger into the king of Moab so hard that the handle went into him as well. Was that Eli, Ehud, Elijah, or Eliphaz? And the killer was Ehud in Judges chapter 3. Question 3. This lady was a judge of Israel. She told Barak, "The road you take will not lead you to glory, for the Lord will sell Sisera into the hand of a woman." Was that Didymus, Dorothy, Deborah, or Dinah? And that was Deborah in Judges chapter 4. Question 4. This judge of Israel had his army dramatically reduced right down to 300 men, but the Lord still gave him victory. Was that Gideon, Eglon, Joshua, or Caleb? And that was Gideon. Have a read of Judges chapter 7. Question 5. This man was made a king of Israel. He was killed by a woman who threw an upper millstone off the tower of Thebes. Was that Artaxerxes, Abimelech, Amraphel, or Arioch? And that was Abimelech in Judges chapter 9. Question 6. After Abimelech, Tola, a man of Issachar, was a judge. What does the book of 1 Chronicles tell us about the men of Issachar? Have they an understanding of the times to know what Israel ought to do? Or they were men of fierce countenance? They were equipped for battle with all the weapons of war, or all of the above. And 1 Chronicles chapter 12 tells us they had an understanding of the times. Question 7. Jephthah was a mighty warrior. He made a vow to the Lord and said, "If you will give the Ammonites into my hand, then whoever comes out of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return victorious from the Ammonites, shall be the Lord's, to be offered up by me as a burnt offering." Now his only daughter was the first to come out to meet him. So what did he do? Did he kill his daughter on the spot? Killed 2 of his servants' daughters instead? Allowed his daughter 2 months to spend time with her friends in the mountains, and then sacrifice her as promised? Or send his daughter into hiding and pretend that it didn't happen? Well, he gave his daughter 2 months' grace, and then sacrificed her as promised. How exactly, we don't know. And that's from Judges chapter 11. Question 8. This judge of Israel tied 300 foxes tail to tail and set them alight, and then sent them to destroy the Philistines' corn, vineyards, and olives. And that was Samson in Judges chapter 15. Question 9. This judge said, "Let me die with the Philistines." And he bowed himself with all his might, and the house fell upon the lords of the Philistines. And that was Samson in Judges chapter 16. And question 10. This judge had 30 sons who rode on 30 donkeys, and they had 30 towns in the land of Gilead. Was that Ephraim, Samson, Ehud, or Jair? and with 30 sons was Jair, in Judges chapter 10. Well, I'm not judging, but how did you do? Until next time, goodbye, and God bless.